Hello and welcome to this 4D systems tutorial. Workshop 4 provides a drag and drop design tool that makes it easy to build user interfaces across most of its development environments. Widgets are the key building blocks of these interfaces. There are three main types of widgets in Workshop 4. They are GCI widgets, internal functions widgets, and inherit widgets. Each widget type gives you different options depending on your project needs and hardware requirements. All widgets in Workshop 4 are fully customizable and are available in both the ViSi and ViSi-Genie development environments. In this video, I'll introduce GCI Gauge widgets in Workshop 4 and explain how they're used to display live values like speed, temperature, or other input feedback. Let's get started. GCI Gauge widgets are visual display elements that let you represent data using meters, bars, dials, and other animated graphics. They're especially useful for projects that require feedback from sensors or changing variables. There are several different gauge widgets available in this category. Here is a list of all the gauge widgets that are available in Workshop 4. In this video, I'll focus on the meter widget. I'll then briefly go over the other available gauges as well. The meter is a semicircular gauge with a rotating needle to indicate a value. Because it's a GCI widget, you can fully style it with detailed colors, ticks, scale ranges, and a caption. To add a meter widget, go to the Widgets menu in Workshop 4. Select Gauges, Meter, then drag the widget onto your screen. You can now reposition and resize the widget using the live display. Let's go over some of the settings and key properties of this widget. Name alias is the reference name used to identify the widget in your project. Angle sets how far the needle can rotate, starting from horizontal. Back image. This lets you use a custom image as the background for the dial. Bevel adds a 3D border around the meter. You can customize the bevel's color, width, style, and visibility. Caption. This sets the text label shown on the widget. Font controls the appearance of the caption text. Label offset X and Y adjusts where the labels appear around the dial. Labels are the number of labels that appear around the scale. Min-max value defines the numeric range the meter displays. Needle color and width sets the color and thickness of the pointer. Scale is a section with detailed settings for the meter's tick marks. So things like the number of major and minor divisions, how the tick marks are divided into segments, the colors for different scale segments, and the space between major ticks. Finally, spacing controls padding between the bevel and the meter face. Once you understand how to customize the meter, you'll find that these same settings and principles apply across all other GCI gauge widgets. The process is nearly identical. What changes is just the visual layout or specific use case. In ViSi-Genie, getting the meter to respond to an input is simple. For example, you can link it to another widget. If I drag in a slider from the Inputs menu and set its on-changing event to the meter, then assign both widgets the same max value, the needle on the meter will update in real time as I move the slider. In ViSi, you'll need to write 4D GL code to send values to the meter manually. I'll leave a link to this example ViSi project in the video description if you would like to take a look. Now that you understand the meter widget, let's quickly look at some of the other GCI gauge widgets available in Workshop 4. Gauge is a linear style bar gauge, ideal for horizontal readings. Angular meter, similar to the meter, but with more flexibility in styling, layout, and range. Cool gauge, a highly visual circular gauge with shading, dial text, and glossy effects. Thermometer displays temperature style fill, great for vertical fluid style readings. Tank is a rectangular widget with fill animation, often used for fluid levels. Spectrum, a bar graph style meter that rises and falls with values. Scope displays real-time waveforms, often for signals or audio. Smart Gauge opens the Smart Editor for advanced styling and interactive control. Please note that the smart gauge is only available in the Pro version of Workshop 4. I will be going in depth on the smart widget editor in other videos. Each of these widgets follow the same basic setup process. Just pick the one that best matches your display needs. So that's the meter widget, a clean, highly configurable gauge, perfect for displaying feedback in real time. Once you've set it up, you can link it to other objects like sliders, dials, or sensors to create dynamic user interfaces. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more widget tutorials.